Hello, hello, hello. How are y'all? Well, y'all probably see the title of this new gun control bill mustered up by the Republic. What the hell? May comment on something. Uh, New gun control bill come up. What the hell? Really? But yeah, I'll have to take that off. Guys, that's one of the reasons right there. Tried to turn all my shit off. I tried to Messenger and everything else because every time I go live, you got people in these damn chat groups, three of the fingers and stuff, and I don't even like. I'm only in this one or two chat groups, and I don't hardly ever go in there. So, but y'all see the title of my video talking about Florida's new gun control bill that they're mustering up, and no, it ain't the damn Democrats that's doing it. It's the damn Republicans that's doing it. And it's every damn bit as bad as red flag gun law. Matter of fact, it's more of a what I take as a kind of an addition to it. The red flag just ain't enough. We gotta go just a little bit farther with it. So, like I said, guys, that's the way I'm saying it. It's Republican Bill S-265. And basically, from what I take of this S-265, they're going to like employ people like the SPLC and all kinds of private entities to scour the internet and look for possible problems of people posting what they may think is radical shit on the internet. Yes, you heard it. And according to your background and prior training, they're basically anything you come out here and say on social media or anything your damn kids go to school might mention to a teacher. Everybody's pretty much turned into a mandated reporter under this bill. It's basically an extension of red flag, is what it is, guys. Way I take it. Now, this article I read was rolled up. Um, it was rolled up, guys, by the American Guard out of Florida. So, so red flag apparently in the state of Florida just ain't good enough. They got to go one step farther and make it three times worse. But that's what I'm taking out of this bill, guys. And it was a matter of fact, Lonnie mentioned it to me, and I went and read the damn thing. Right here it is. I'll pull it up. No, I don't live in Florida, but Florida's a big red state, or well, on kind of the borderline of being red. It's where a lot of these mass shootings takes place. And guys, it's really going to probably be one of the damn states that the gun control narrative is going to be pushed. Okay, dangerous gun control legislation being offered up by Republicans, written by Amy Strong, Virginia state president of the American Guard. A new bill introduced earlier this year by Senator Marco Rubio, Republican Florida, has two assessments into to determine if someone possibly being a future threat. The bill states simply would allow several groups, both government and NGOs, which is non-government organizations, to decide if your interests, social media, and hobbies indicates that you are outside the norm of what society finds acceptable behavior. The bill states intentionally as identifying individuals who are exhibiting patterns of conservative or concerning behavior that indicate an interest, motive, or intention or capability of carrying out an act of violence and the subsequent management of such a threat, if necessary. Notice they use conjunction or instead of and. This means that any one of these factors can put you on the list. You can have what they consider to be the ability to carry out violence, military, law enforcement training, or simply owning too many weapons with no intent or motive and still be targeted. You can have what they consider to be a motive, which is legitimate grievances or political activism, with no interest, intent, or capability, and still ended up targeted. The entire bill seems to be intentionally broad and vague. Okay, there you go, guys. That's what Florida's trying to conjure up, according to the American Guard, the president of Florida. Now, she said it was Florida, but Rubio was not a state legislator down there. He is federal. Well, I think they're getting some wires crossed there on their. Um, it might not just be pertaining to Florida, guys. It may be, I mean, might not be just pertaining to Florida. Okay. Because Rubio, if he's introducing this legislation, then he's introducing it into Congress of the United States, not state legislature of the state of Florida. So, because he's not a state legislator, he's not a state senator or state rep. He's a federal state rep or state senator. So, hello, Kevin Ashbury and Brian Worth. So, like I said, guys, yeah, you know, it's getting to the point where we got this pre-crime type shit going on. That they're trying to determine whether somebody's going to commit a crime before they commit a crime. You know, I mean, you remember that movie with Tom Cruise in it, where they were doing pre-crime. Well, guys, it's not to that point where some kind of damn psychic weirdos laying in a damn bathtub, floating, is determined whether you're gonna. Well, maybe just take that back. Bunch of liberals gathered up in a fucking room eating hot pockets. Well, that could be about as bad, I guess. Is what you've seen on the movie, you know. But guys, it's getting pretty bad out here. It really is. Getting pretty bad out here. Let me explain something to you. I'm not going to bitch at you, but I'm tired of bitching at people. I'm tired of bitching at people. But the reason we're losing the reason the gun legislation is running wild and the Republicans is caving on some of this shit to the left is because the lack of activism by the right. Okay? So say it as it is. It's nobody's fault but the rights for losing their shit. You notice the left is gaining shit. Why are they gaining shit? Because they're active. Right's losing shit. Why are they losing shit? Because they're not active. Okay? All right? So, yeah, y'all need to look in on this bill a little bit. This article I read this don't make sense. mean, really don't. She didn't specify if it's Rubio. If he's introducing the bill, then he has to be introducing it to Congress in D.C., not state legislature, because he's not a state guy. He's a U.S. senator, not a state senator. Big difference. So, what happened to the innocent till proven guilty, and why you got a bond to get out of jail, dude? If you had the bond to get out of jail, you wouldn't be doing that if you was innocent. You don't have the money to make bond, you don't get out of jail. Yeah, until trial. You have to sit in there for a month or 2 months until they give you your fast and speedy trial, which is a month or 2 months. Well, I got some guys over here on YouTube. Got Billy and Mr. Gregory over here on YouTube talking about suppressors. Okay. All right, let's go on suppressor kick here, guys. Why shall we? We shall. You don't want suppressors banned. What do? You start calling your congressman. You start shooting some freaking emails. You start making some fucking noise. Matter of fact, start emailing Trump at whitehouse.gov. Let them know that you don't want them going after suppressors. Yeah. It's just that easy, guys. Just that damn easy. You're going to have to start taking some action in activism. Okay? I'm going to tell you something, guys. Just because the Constitution is written, it's nothing but a piece of paper. I've never seen a piece of paper come out and defend anybody. It will not. And if you're not going to stand beside that piece of paper that your rights are written on, and you don't make politicians stand beside that piece of paper that your rights are written on, then that piece of paper is nothing but a piece of paper with some words on it. If you're not going to be vocal about shit, if you're not going to stand up and tell these politicians, hey, we don't want this shit, they're going to trample on your rights, because that piece of paper is not going to keep them from doing it. It's not. Wake up and smell the coffee, damn it. Saying it as it is. Why do you think we've had the freaking NRA out here for years? That's to defend our constitutional rights. Yes, they're a lobbying group. Yes, those gun owners of America. They're out here to defend our constitutional rights. But guys, the NRA's in bad shape right now if y'all ain't been paying attention. So it's going to take you to do it. Because that piece of paper that your rights is written on don't mean shit to the left. It don't, guys. It don't mean shit to the left. And they're all for these politicians taking your shit away from you guys. Matter of fact, they're out there lobbying. You got Moms Demand Action, you know. Then you ask, how do they get all these people? These people care about something. What? And I'm okay. Sue me, beat me up. I don't give a damn. They get a bunch of damn women together, a bunch of bleeding hearted ass women, And these women as vicious as a damn pack of piranhas. Most of them are older women. Not all of them, but most of them. And they show pictures of these women of little kids that's got killed by guns. And they show them women, some black kids that's got mowed down up there in the streets of Chicago, Illinois. And they hit those heartstrings of them women. And them women think, you know what? We got to do something about this gun violence. They get inspired, get off their ass and start pushing. Guys, they're not getting paid to do this shit. They're wanting to change things. They're wanting to solve all the problems in the world, you may say, just like every damn liberal tries to. And it becomes their cause. It's something they can be a part of, guys. And they're very damn successful at what they try to do. Yes, they are. So, guys, uh, nice for you to come in here and watch me there, Gold. Appreciate it, man. You're my number one fan. I'm gonna like put a little star beside your name over here. Yeah. But anyway, guys, uh, they may have because they don't. The story just, it's not a Florida bill if Rubio introduced it because he's a U.S. senator, not a state. Uh, like I said, guys, that's what it comes down to is moms demand action and shit like that. Now, I've talked to moms demand action down Little Rock. I have. And that's Kevin Ashbury's buddy, Goat Gagsby, over there on YouTube. Kevin, go log over on YouTube, say hi to Goat. He's waiting on. Like I said, guys, I've talked to the moms demand action, and they're like, "Oh, we're all for gun education. We're all for gun safety." And I sat there and talked to them, and yeah, they seem, pretty negotiable. But all this gun legislation they're coming out and getting behind ain't very damn negotiable. I mean, guys, we teach everything in school. Sex education of all sorts. We teach all kinds of shit out there. Why the hell ain't we teaching gun education, firearm safety in school like we used to? I remember back when I was in high school, the game warden come to school. Yes, the game warden come to school, and he had hunter safety education courses. Matter of fact, I went through it 2 or 3 times back when I was in school, so I got 2 or 3 cards. Orange ones, the state of Arkansas game and fish on. Got my name and social security number and all that bullshit. And yeah, he would got up in front of class and like I said, teach you what to do, what not to do, don't shoot. I mean, if you don't see your target, don't shoot beyond your target, know your firearm, know its range, its capability, And he just pulled his old 357 revolver out, unloaded, he just passed it around for all the kids to see and all that shit. Yeah. Why ain't we got that kind of thing in school? Well, I told that to the moms demand action, and they kind of agreed. But when it comes legislation day to pass some massive gun control bills or to protest gun control bills that's coming up in legislation, what the hell do they do? Well, they show up, like the Stand Your Ground bill that we had to come up here in Arkansas, um, and some others. Matter of fact, the constitutional carry bill. They were there to stand against it. Like I said, I talked to them, and they talked real nice to me, and they were all for common sense gun education and all this other stuff, but still yet they show up to protest and lobby against stand your ground and constitutional carry, guys. They do. So they're talking out of the sides of their mouths, basically. Yeah. And the thing about it is, matter of fact, I had a Mom's Demand Action little pin here. They were giving bumper stickers away and little pendants and all and stuff. They had a little table set right up down there in the lobby of the state capitol. Yeah, they do, or they did. Matter of fact, Lambell was with me that day down there, and Jason Lambell talked to Mom's Demand Action as well, right along with me. Remember, we was down there to see what the poor people was up to down there at the state capitol that day. So, like I said, guys, when it comes right down to it, they'll tell you one thing, but they'll do a damn another. They do. Well, Maria, yeah, you got a point. Some of them are, some of them are. Now, Scotty and Kevin Ashbury's over there trying to goad the goad. Yeah. Now, goad. Now, Scotty and Kevin Ashbury and all of them going to be at West Virginia State Capitol June 22nd. Going to be a pretty good event. Might not want to miss that one. But guys, like I said, I know people on the right hadn't had to fight for their rights. They haven't. It was always pretty much guaranteed to them that they never had to go anywhere. All right? They never had to go and fight for their rights. And they're in denial that they're ever going to have to. Now, you take the LBGT, for instance. Let's use them for an example out here, guys. Yeah, they were bashed, and yeah, they've been ridiculed and stuff. Gays have been in this country. That's a fact. But these people's lifestyle. Either you agree with it or you don't. It's these people's lifestyle. It's their way of life. They're out here fighting for. That's the reason they fight so viciously, and they're so dedicated to it because this is their livelihood. This is what they believe in. That yeah, they're pushing for more rights all the time, even though they've got equal rights now, but they're constantly still pushing because it's a progressive socialist movement. Don't care how. But that's my point. They're used to having to fight. They're used to having to push. They're used to being the underdog. They're used to being ridiculed. They're used to it. Conservatives are not used to having to fight for anything. So they don't take anything very serious. Where you got these people on the left, yeah, they have had to. And that's the reason they come out and they do what they do. That's the reason they have the organizations that they have. That's the reason they have the organizational skills that they have. It's because they're used to have to fight for shit that the American conservative is not used to having to fight for. Yep, true story. That's the difference. And it's not these people and not getting paid to come out. They're not. They're not. No, they're coming out and they're fighting for their way of life. That's right. You heard me. They're fighting for their way of life. That their way of life has been, well, pretty much persecuted. Your way of life hasn't been up until about the last 10 years. So that's the reason the conservatives hasn't got it in their head that they're going to have to start getting active and they're going to have to start standing up if they want to keep their way of life. Because if you don't, these liberals are going to take it over, guys. Yeah, they are. You can sit back and scoff. You can sit back and do whatever. You're a fucking fool. That's the reason we've lost as much as we have. It's because people sat back on their ass and they took none of this serious. And you're going to continue to lose until you get off your ass and start taking it serious. That entitled shit don't work. It don't, guys. No, no, you're not guaranteed shit. If you're not willing to stand up to defend what's wrote in the Constitution, you will not have it. You like it or not, that's the facts. Everybody said, well, we're guaranteed the Constitution. Have you seen how the First Amendment's been trampled on? Have you? Have you been paying attention? What about, let's just take the 1968 Gun Control Act, for instance. Here was a constitutional right that was guaranteed to you that no free man shall be barred from owning arms. But here's the 1968 Gun Control Act. There's free men out here everywhere. Been free for years. Can't own an arm. They ain't got their constitutional rights anymore. It was given to them by God. You know why? Because nobody stood up for them. That's right. Let that sink in. Now you've got the red flag gun laws that's come out. Now you know you've got all kinds of Brady bills and all kinds of other shit, and you've got California's got all their weird shit out there of restricting and ammunition and so forth and so on. How did it get that way? Because people sat back and let it get that way. Why it's that way? Not enough people get involved, voicing their opinion on how important they feel about the Second Amendment. Same way with the First Amendment. Yeah, now you got to come out and get permits. You got to get in a freedom pen and all this other shit. Oh, still giving you the First Amendment per se, yes. After you jump through 50 damn hoops and get caged up like a damn dog, you can have it. Yeah. Y'all remember when I was in New York City? Y'all remember that when I was up there at the Trump event, New York City with Lauren? Y'all remember? We were all there inside the freedom pen, just being little free sheep inside the freedom pen. Because that's what a freedom pen is, just to hold the sheep in. And we were happy little sheep inside the freedom pen. And we were all raw, raw, raw and Trump. And Jovi Val broke out the Confederate flag. And all the cameras turned toward Jovi Val. And yeah, a few Trump supporters got pissed off because he broke out the Confederate flag. So what did they do? Joe V had the First Amendment right. just like the rest of the sheep inside the freedom pen. They went and constructed their own little solitary freedom pen for Joe V. And then stuck his ass over there and one other guy in it with him. And they sat over there, and it was just one little square, a little about like 8 by 8, Larry remembers. And there was Joe V and this other dude inside this pen away from everybody else. That's what your First Amendment guys has come down to in this country. Being pinned up like a damn animal. It is. Gold, that's before he went Nazi. Okay. That's beforehand. So, like I said, that's what happened to your First Amendment. That you get cooped up in a little pen where cops just, I mean, guys, I can go down here to the sale barn down here in town. They got cows, same way. They got guys that works there at the sale barn standing around making sure the cows go in the right chutes, in and out. Same way with our First Amendment right. Yeah. First Amendment right, guys. There it went. Hey, Gold, yeah, you're a utmost expert. Would one of your little leftist buddies like tell you that shit? Yeah. Do one of your little leftist buddies tell you that shit? No. No, he actually was after March when he went. Remember what was 420? Do you not remember 420 Gold? Oh, you observed it from Twitter, his Twitter. Depends on what you call full blown Nazi. All right. Yeah. No, he didn't really get involved with the Nazi shit until 420. He was kind of teeter tottering on the fence with it. So, well, anyway, guys, I'm gonna hop off of here. I got shit to do tonight. Y'all have a good night. God bless. And y'all all out there say a prayer for my little communist friend over here on the YouTube. Go Gagsby. He needs it. Trust me. So good night.